first off, I think it should be clear, and for those that have followed over the years, if and when we need to create an environment that is an advantage from a competitive standpoint on the field, we can and we do so. And you need look no further than obviously the years playing in Columbus, or even recently going up to Minnesota, and these types of things. But in a situation like this week, where it was a friendly game, midweek type of game, not in a FIFA window, I think we needed to maximize the revenue. And this is something that has been done for decades, okay? That revenue is necessary. That revenue is useful. And then hopefully you send that massively pro-Mexico crowd home unhappy in the way that they did last night. So that was a good thing. When it comes to the makeup of the crowd, you knew that it was going to be a pro-Mexico crowd from the moment that you announced that game, given where it was being played and when it was being played. And that's fine. That's okay, because every player that has played over the last 30 years and before that, American player, has recognized that there are going to be moments when you are playing in your country, in our country here in the U.S., and it is going to be an away game. And you accept that, and to a certain extent, you harness it. I vividly remember being in the Rose Bowl or in the Coliseum. My country in Los Angeles, playing, representing my country, being the quote-unquote home team, and it being a away game. And it fueled me. I wanted to shove it back in their face, this crowd that was screaming and yelling for the away team in my own country. And you get over it pretty quickly. Again, I'm not blaming anyone. And I'm also not saying that we haven't made incredible progress, and it has changed. And I think generationally, it will continue to change. And last night I was on Twitter. I was going back and forth with some people, and someone was talking about if they had lived in Mexico for 40 years and lived and worked and raised their family in Mexico for 40 years as an American, and America came and played in Azteca, they may go to Azteca and cheer on their American team. I said that may be the case, but their children may want to cheer for Mexico, or their grandchildren may want to cheer for Mexico. And so this is about winning hearts and minds. And it's not easy because of the unique population and the wonderfully diverse population that we have in the United States. This was always going to be the reality of the situation. But the challenge and the opportunity is to, as those generations grow up, is to prove that you are worthy of their attention and worthy of their respect and worthy of their of the support. And that takes time. As I said, it's changed dramatically, but it's still there's still a long way to go. Last night, the booing Walker Zimmerman walking up to the microphone, and the booing of Walker Zimmerman, and the booing of the national anthem. That is nothing new. That happens. It never once, as a fan, certainly not as a player, but as a fan at an international game, it never once crossed my mind to boo the opposition's national anthem. And look, I've played against China and Iran and Russia, and the list goes on and on and on. And you could find a million reasons from an American perspective why you would want to boo that national anthem. But no, this is a moment, I think, of respect and unity in which you keep quiet. And then you can scream and yell and do what you want. So I think it's disgusting when you kind of violate the opposition by booing or doing anything to disrupt the national anthem of the team that you are playing. And it's nothing I can do to stop it. It's just people, and we all know that, especially people in groups, will do things that they wouldn't normally do if they were alone. And look, ultimately, last night, I know a lot of people called it, a cash grab and all that. And look, the United States Soccer Federation and the Mexican Soccer Federation, they both made money last night. And hopefully that money will be put to good use. And it won't be the last time that it is a U.S. team playing at home in the United States and it being an away game. It's just the way that it's the reality of the situation right now. But like I said, it is. I think it is progressed and it is changing.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.